and welcome to Enquire to Choir. My name is Eva and I'm here to help you, fellow choir people. Just in case you didn't know, Enquire to Choir is a channel dedicated to helping people working with non-professional choirs. If you like it here, make sure to subscribe. Today's topic, actually, if it could fit in the title box, it would go something like this. A person asked me, Eva, how often do you have your choir rehearsals? My answer, once a week. They go, once a week? Are you crazy? You can't do anything once a week. If I had a penny every time I was told this. So the topic of this video is having a rehearsal once a week enough for your choir? Okay, so if you have watched any of my previous videos, you know I tend to have the opinion that a profile of a non-professional and amateur choir singer is very specific and it's different from the professional one. However, no matter how much understanding I have for my choir members and for the fact that singing in my choir is not the highest priority in life, I still expect a lot from my choir and I think they work very hard for it. It's a mixed choir of around 50 members. Their sound is excellent, their technique is very good. They have a big repertoire which evolves all the time, and their quality has been praised by the critique and the public. By any criteria, it's a very successful choir. So when I tell people I only have one rehearsal per week, they are astonished. The first thing they don't understand is, why only one? The answer is because it's a university choir. The choir is consisted of university students and is representing and funded by the dean of that particular university. Which means two things. First, my choir members' first priority is their schooling. I cannot mess with that. Second, my choir members are tired from the amount of work they have to do for that university. And I understand how valuable their free time is, because it's not really free. And before you tell me that university isn't that hard, just know they're studying medicine. My choir members work so hard for the amount of work they have for the university. So I completely understand that it takes a lot for them to attend the rehearsal. Their time is really precious and they're giving it to me. I don't want them to be unable to attend regularly. I want them to have consistency. And this works if we only have one rehearsal a week. One rehearsal week isn't a huge commitment, but still it is a commitment. And it works. The attendance is very high, so we are able to improve every rehearsal and do a lot of work while progressing. I don't have to repeat a lot of stuff I have done with them from one rehearsal to the next. Every instruction is mostly acknowledged and memorized. What I'm able to get with only one rehearsal a week is that members are able to stay in the choir for years, and I don't lose a lot of singers every year. They react to the fact that I understand that their time is valuable. They appreciate it and they show their appreciation by attending the rehearsal. Sometimes if we are on a deadline and can't make it, I will schedule an additional rehearsal in a week. I do so rarely and mostly if I see they would rather have an additional rehearsal just to feel safer when they're singing the song. But I really don't do that often because even though they do attend the second rehearsal, they are not as present because they are tired. So I try to avoid it. Also, we have a public performance very often, once or twice per month. So arriving to the performance and performing is another time slot they are giving to the choir. The second thing astonished people can understand is, how did you manage to get your choir to sound that well? Well, the thing is, most of my choir members have been in the choir and with me for at least 3 years. And when you're working consistently with people for 3 years, they have to improve. For the first 6 months, we didn't have a lot of public performance intentionally because we were working on improving the fundamental sound the choir has, the way they're singing, their vocal technique and stuff. I wanted to teach them the basics and it took 6 months off from any public performances, which were not crucial. What I got out of that is that my base quality is always there. I invested that time in covering the fundamentals, so now I rarely have to correct things about the technique they have. I just have to improve it all the time. And I plan way ahead, like months ahead. I will start working on a new repertoire months before I really have to. And we managed to do at least 20 new pieces every year. So my conclusion would be, you do you. Recognize what your choir is about and the profile of your choir members. It is better to have a really efficient and productive rehearsal once a week than having 2 rehearsals with only half of the choir members there. I'm not saying that only 1 rehearsal a week is enough for every choir, but if you adapt the way you work with them, it can be done. And that's it! If you like this video, please hit the like button below, share it with your friends, and be sure to subscribe. New videos every Thursday. Conduct well, conductors, and I'll see you next Thursday. Bye!